kind of nervous right now. I've never loaded anything on this, but we're gonna try it. New day in the shop. Today is the day. We've got all the stuff to mount this bed down finally. We're gonna load something on it today. So we'll get going. We're gonna get the bed off, get everything bolted to the frame that we need. We're gonna actually do a little spray painting, rust prevention stuff, and then bolt this thing down and weld it on. I don't know exactly how we're gonna mount them. We're gonna have to build a bracket or twist that. Should be able to get them to mount there. How high will she go? I don't know. Go as high as she'll go. That's it. Max. That's all she's got. Go grab some aluminum chunks and start cutting. Last time you saw us drill all these holes in this thing. We did that because we knew that this pipe was coming and we're gonna dowel this piece of aluminum so we can bolt it to the frame. So that's what we're doing right now.
Wow.
Nice. Dang, Gina. It's like we meant it. 19 more of those and we got her. Then I'll get the TIG welder drug out. We'll clean those up and TIG weld each one of those things in there. We got a little bit of time consuming stuff going. And then we have to drill all the holes in the bed or the frame. And then this part will weld to the aluminum frame. So here we go. So we're using the TIG welder because we can make a nice little bead around here. We don't have any grinding to do. The push-pull will weld it and it'll be good, but there'll be some cleanup. This should be nice and easy. Last plug right here going in on this one. I just got a little grinding to do and then go to drilling more holes. Trip the breaker.
Of course.
That was a lot of TIG welding. We got to do it one more time, so we'll get it. You guys can start buffing a little and grinding and make sure a 1/2-inch bolt will go through those. What are you gonna put on?
What are you doing?
Paul's welding the last runner, so we're getting ready for duals. We're gonna take these off. The tires are outside. We'll go mount some duals, see if they'll fit. Then we'll know where to cut the bed for the fender wells. We'll get some tires off right here.
See if that clears the brake.
Not quite.
Yeah, then I think you have to go and bolt that onto there, and then I think it'll clear. See how far that steps it off the sun will be there. I was hoping those would do it. Those ones go on the other part now. Yep, yeah. And they'll hide inside. We'll have to Loctite them when we do it, but this should get us. Now the question is there enough, not enough stud to put those together? But the question is, are we gonna have to put,
You'll have to put one between them. The top 1250s will.
think they'll touch? Alright. Something like, why is that leaf spring hitting that now? When Sean and I built these, that wasn't hitting. So I must have had the bed kicked up just barely. We'll notch those out because I want these two to set flat. So that is rubbing both of those. I think, don't I?
Yeah.
Or do I want it up a little so we can weld the inside of it good? If we set it up just slightly, like that, that solves cutting that out.
Pretty much does.
Yeah. And I can put a better weld on it. It's probably what ought to happen. Getting those all level and square is going to be fun.
Yeah.
Good thing we got Hunter. He's good at that kind of stuff.
That's actually pretty close. Sean's side needs to go.
Oh, don't tell him yet. You don't know what it is until you set it on there. Oh, it's got to go down just barely. I mean,
It's pretty smack dab level.
it's pretty close. We can put that clamp on that.
Get
I
that?
had one
You
hand.
want me
That
to
was,
go 2 more turns?
you go one hand holding the camera.
All right. She's on there. You drill those holes, Hunter. Then we're good.
Yeah. Longer they are, the easier they break.
You won't break that drill bit.
You're doing duals. Oh, yeah, that's right. You're doing duals.
Well, there's one.
Bolt.
Holy cow.
We'll put a nut on that and tighten it, and then it won't go nowhere. You've only got 19 more
Oh.
of them. Squirt a whole bunch of juice inside that. Oh God! Pull it out. Speed's not your friend here. Yeah, you ruined her. Turn it into 1 on speed 1. Put this other bit in that you got right there and see if you can finish it with that.
Oh, that's catchy.
Oh. There you got her. We're gonna have to go get some more bolts. We gotta run to the hardware store and get some 5-inch, half-inch bolts. We need 9 more of them to finish this up. And then drill a few more holes. Probably gonna need 1 more drill bit. Hunter ruined one already. And we've only got one side partially drilled. So we're gonna need another drill bit, 9 bolts. Anything else?
I don't think so.
Let's go get that in the back.
The old 65.
We're gonna have to give this truck some love one day. I got a motor built for it, a tranny built for it. We just need to blow this one up, so we want to work on it.
Is this the one Michelle bought for you?
Yep. And it's sick.
And that's.
Yeah, it's old and wore out.
You really didn't have to even touch the brake.
No, you
5 pin in that, huh?
got just standing on it.
Wow.
You need one.
I do.
Let's go find some bolts. 9 of them at $2.79. This is the last one of these they have, Hunter, so drill gently, all right?
You can take over. I mean,
I already have the experience. You need the experience. Did I have any others, just in case? Oh, yeah. Let's get a couple of Irwins, too. Hardened steel. Let's go with that. All right, we've got all the parts we need. We'll head back to the shop. I'm gonna drill this one and then you got all the others.
Yeah.
You don't like that idea?
No.
It's a good idea. I think I have a phone call or something.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
I think that's what
Isn't that how it usually goes? Yeah.
I'm gonna call Michelle and have her call me.
Looks like they're gonna miss. Yeah, it's touching. It's the rim. So, how much they gonna squish with a load?
A little. Probably have to put that 1/2-inch spacer between them. Slap those up there. Let's see what they look like. Okay.
That's pretty cool.
I'm liking that. That's gonna look pretty okay. It's a 1/2 tire outside the fuel tank. So we'll have to build some, like we talked about, for the bed. It looks way cooler with duals on it. We've got one side officially bolted down. It's not tight, but all the bolts are in it, so we can tighten them up, move to the other side, and then we'll let this down and cut the fender wells out for these duals.
You brand me. That's hot. We should.
It's a test of Harbor Freight's drills right here.
Go get the temp gun. See how hot it is.
I'll bet it's warm.
Can we get washers?
I just moved lug nuts.
130 degrees.
130.
130 on the.
Let's drill one more and check it.
130. 125, 130.
Pretty warm.
I got one more. Bolts are behind me.
All right.
Bound it up.
That bit was better than the other two that we bought before.
131, 132.
You can't hardly hold the handle like the heat's going down.
And she's still drilling like mad.
Yeah, that's good.
Good drills, man. We've set it down and weld it down.
We bolted the spacer on that side, and this little, the end of the stud is sticking out just a hair too long. So it's got to come off. Just barely. That's why. We got to get that out of there.
Yeah, it needs that 1/2-inch spacer on it as well. All right, we're gonna roll this truck backwards and set the bed on it and weld it down permanent like for one of the times. I'm sure it's coming off again, but we're gonna weld it down. So we didn't have the right studs to put the duals on yet. They'll be here in a couple of days, like all the parts we ever order. So we'll get it. We gotta cut some wheel wells out. We're gonna figure that out right here, and we'll lop those off the next time we pull the bed off to paint under stuff. So, okay, roll us backwards just a skosh. Okay, go down and out there. Now we just gotta square this thing up. Push in on that side. Closest. Is that hitting the back underneath?
Inch away. It's close.
Shove it forward. Okay. What do you think of that?
That's hitting the metal.
Not cut straight, but
Well, that's fine. Now I guess we just get a tape measure and go side to side and see what we got.
21.
Well, we're a 1/2 inch farther this way. How are we gonna slide it that way? I know how.
Hunter bump.
We can, oh, don't hunter bump it. We'll have to start over.
Back move.
Back didn't. Let's just grab the back and lift it up.
That was,
Seemed like a lot.
yeah, that moved.
That was a hunter bump. I like this up here now more. The gap looks the same off of that. We'll measure the middle. Once we can get the middle close, then we'll go to the ends. Hunter, you ever been measured for a coffin?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
That's perfect.
Perfection.
That's it.
Okay, let's go right to the very back and run one across here. 21 1/4 to the weld, basically.
21 and a half.
And you're 21 1/2. That's close enough. A 16th off.
Yeah, that's
That's closer than anything else we built.
say a rubber mallet. One whack would be.
Oh, let's measure the front and see how bad it is. About to ruin our day, aren't we?
Probably.
I'm 21 3/8 there too.
To the weld, 21 1/4.
Perfect. That'll work. We're gonna weld that thing down right there. We gotta build these front pieces still so we can mount those down.
It's got to be tied on.
It really probably doesn't, but it ought to be. I mean, I know the guy that welded the front half on this. We should probably brace it up. Just saying. Hunter's not very good at his job.
The cab's not going anywhere.
I forgot you welded those.
I
on,
welded
didn't
the
you?
cab too.
Well, weld her down, Hunter.
Run for long?
You think you could sleep like that, even if
No.
you like wanted to try?
I think he's dead. Let's get some jerky and put it in its mouth and see what it does.
It's waking up. Nobody's safe around here.
He's like, I'll wake up and eat a piece of jerky. Does that look square from the front, Sean, if you're just like looking down the truck? Both sides look fairly equal.
Gosh, it's pretty close.
Is it?
Man,
It does kind of look like it rolls in, doesn't it? But that's fine.
it's the same.
It's pretty freaking close. I think I'm gonna weld it down. We could worry it to death, or we could just weld it down and carry on. That's what we're doing. Going under. Except for somebody's been welding with my welder.
Somebody's been sleeping in my bed.
I found it out. It was Graydon. He tried to weld a barrel with it. Barrels are metal. This happens to weld aluminum.
What a kid.
We'll quiz him down. Oh, that's Jay's. Say, we'll quiz him down and see how it went. Oh, I'm gonna get burnt so bad doing this. It's not gonna be funny, Hunter, really. All right, here we go. How many do you think we need? We'll weld them all when we tip it upside down.
I'd weld all the back ones because they're touching. Those 5 or 6. But
You ever tried to weld when you're in fear? I know where those sparks are headed currently, and I'm a little nervous about it. It's not a good nervous either. I'm a little terrified.
you don't need all that.
I don't,
anyways.
but I like them. I got plenty of kids, but I mean, gosh. Yeah, go 42. That'll be perfect. That'll do it right there.
What? What are you laughing and smiling about?
I love people, they're just amazing.
Yeah.
Probably ought to cut it off just a quarter so it sets inside the weld. I'm right inside it flush right here.
Your side good?
Yep. I'm gonna weld it. Grab that big old heavy thing. If you had to hold that all day, you'd be tough. Not that I'm not tough already, but. There it is. Got a real live bed. We need to load something on it. Somewhere there was a bag that had the pins in it. These. Something like that, probably, huh? That the FGL load easy right there. The Firebird, we're gonna have to inspectigate it awfully close to load it. All right, let's back this out and load it on the Ratback. All right, I'm a hair nervous right now. I've never loaded anything on this, but we're gonna try it and see what happens.
What's your predictions here?
Well, I don't know.
It's
Either way.
Now that it's
Either
time,
way.
I'm a little nervous.
I hope it wheelies. It looked good wheeling.
Yeah.
I'll bet it loads
He
up.
could drive it all the way up onto the cab from right there. He could.
I'm on. How far? Does it squish it?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it squishes it. Airbags need to work in the dual. How much air did you put in those?
40 pounds.
Oh, so it needs.
So it needs 60 or more.
Yep, we're airbags are flat. Squished flatter than a toad right now. We're on the bump stops. Well, not the bump stops, the overloads.
Didn't even lift a tire.
What does the internet know, right? Didn't even pick the front end up at all, huh?
No.
So evidently, we can read a tape measure. She definitely is
Yeah.
stick bucked hard. We might have to air the airbags up. Top's good?
Yeah.
Well, it moves with it on there. The tires feel a little squatty. Actually, a lot squatty. All right, we're currently putting some air in the old airbags here. Got him. There's 60 in them. How's that look? Maybe a little more. Yeah? There's 80. That's better. Strap down, go for a rip. We got a hook or our hood down too. Once the duals are on it, that's gonna make a giant difference in the back. It fits though. I was doubting myself for a long time that we actually read the tape measure and that but it fits plenty. It's on there. Guess we unload some stuff, we'll go take it for a drive. All right, we're gonna take this for a little rip and we know it's not as stable as it can be because the duals aren't on it. We didn't have all the parts we needed, but we're gonna go drive it and see what it's like. Got nothing else to do.
That's awesome. Gotta open his door so he can see.
Since that thing has no mirrors on it yet.
That's awesome.
This thing's cool. I dig it. Evidently our highway patrol buddy dug it too because he didn't
Yep.
pull us over. I mean, we're mostly legal-ish. That's licensed. It's gonna be licensed. It's coming. It's on its way. It's working on it. How hot's the intercooler? There's heat, but it's not. It's doing its job.
It was pulling like holy cow.
That was 6th gear.
That was six.
6th gear dialed on. Just
You could have left landing.
it'll go faster than you can drive it.
Holy.
It doesn't. I think we get the duals on it. Right now it feels like the tires are doing this a little bit. It doesn't seem body roll, but it's, I don't know, I dig it. Does it blow smoke?
Oh yeah. I'm
does
surprised
smoke.
the
Yeah,
FJ wouldn't be black.
Get-go, it does.
I wondered if it, under a load, if it wouldn't smoke a little bit. Huh. I'm pretty happy with that. Why did we take so long to get this done? I thought it was gonna be quick. All right, it's been a long time coming, but the bed is on it. We hauled something on this thing. It's official. It didn't do wheelies like people thought it was gonna because we didn't measure right. It's exactly halfway from here to there and here to there. So just like the other truck was, the one we pulled the bed off of. So I had no doubt it was gonna work. Well, a little bit of doubt, but it's good. Now we just got all the little stuff to finish on it and get this thing up to Chad's and get it wired. So until next time, thanks for watching.
I've been getting a lot of comments, a lot of emails wanting to see the full tour of our new shop edition. And we're so thankful and so grateful that we have it, and we're excited to show it to you.
Let's go check it out. This is my shop. We just got this 4-post Challenger lift put up. That pretty much finished the shop off. We're not gonna put a hoist in that side. It's gonna be open bay space so we can put stereos and carpet kits. This is an alignment hoist, so we build something in the other side, we'll be able to bring it over here, put it on this hoist, align it, make it drive straight and true. Be nice to have it all straight and driving right. Epoxy flooring. If I could go back, I would have done it different. This with this color of flake with the black and gray, if you drop a bolt on it, it disappears. Just, you can't see it anymore.
But it looks nice.
It works good, wipes up oil easy. I love it. If I would have done it, I would have done a solid color so you could at least find the stuff you dropped.
And see, I like it because it does blend in all the things.
Yeah, it's
Right
terrible.
now, the floor is actually pretty dirty,
It's pretty terrible. to
but you
find
don't
those.
even see.
We've got parts in the upstairs. That's all storage. Everything's labeled up there for projects coming up. When we're buying parts, getting everything ready, we stash it up there so we don't lose it. We have a used oil furnace that's gonna heat both sides of the shop,
Which you guys saw in a video.
so we won't have to burn so much firewood. We still have to do a little work on that. We gotta get the ducting plumbed at the new side, but it's summer. We'll worry about that when it gets cold probably. We've got our hose crimping machine. So we have the ability to make all of our own hydraulic hoses now, so we don't have to drive to Kanab and to Cedar and all around. The hosers hooked us up, got us all set up, and kind of taught us how to do it. I'm sure they shake their heads still when I'm doing stuff, but they got us on the right track. Stairs, we made them pivot. I say it's done, it's not quite done. I have to put a winch right up there, and then we'll hook it to the stairs. And then if I need extra room, I can lift the stairs up out of the way and have a little more extra space down here, but probably not gonna lift them a ton, but they have the capability. We still have a hand railing to put up.
So it's still a work in progress.
Shops are never done. they're done enough that you can work in. We've got our US General toolbox. My kids have kind of taken over this toolbox. We've got tools in here. They're not all put back because kids. Let's go in your office.
I've always wanted somewhere that's like not in my house to be able to do my work. So step into my office. Eric at My Dream Kitchen in Northern Utah is the one that made my desk dreams come true. I just wanted an L-shaped desk and kind of rugged looking. And this is probably my favorite part of the entire office. The massage chair.
So this was one of my dad's last projects in his wood shop, was building that trucks. It was just sitting in there, my mom brought it down, and this is where it's gonna live for a while.
And then there's a CD in there. When Merlin and him get together, they always talk about their Uncle JH.
Yep, that's one of the pictures of my Uncle JH.
There we go.
Oh, I heard somebody.
Well, look who just showed up.
Yep.
We're doing a little tour of the new facilities.
Yep.
Yep. On to the kitchen. So let me explain something to you really fast. Paul, what kind of a, stop it. What kind of a break room did you want, Paul?
My idea of a break room was just a table in my shop.
Like a card table
Yep, that's what I was after.
and a microwave.
Yeah. And that's not what I got.
So then I became involved. It turned into a pretty awesome kitchen. It's actually nicer than my own kitchen, so come on in. So Eric from My Dream Kitchen built these cabinets for us, and he did an awesome job. Love them. We have a full-blown kitchen. It's been used a ton. We've had dinners in the shop. Even the other night, Landon graduated from high school. And he brought some of his friends down here and they cooked him up some steaks, watched some movies, and it was just great to have him here. It's a good place to have the kids. They're home. They're home away from home. Hunter's dad from Sawdust and Lug Nuts, he's actually gonna build us a custom table for this area that's gonna have our Fab Rats logo on it, and it's gonna be awesome.
He's currently just waiting for me to get the bases built.
Yeah.
And I'll get to that on the first. Yeah, sometime.
Probably my favorite room in this new shop is the bathroom.
It really beats peeing out the back door.
It really does.
It does.
And once again, it initially started to be just a bathroom, just a regular little bathroom. My brother was helping us with it, and I told him, I was like, I want to do something really cool. So we put our heads together.
If you guys want to see what the bathroom looks like, you're gonna have to go over to Heck Yeah Adventures and see it there. He built all of this, so it's only right that he gets to show you.